Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Happy Friday, everybody. It is November 29th. Our author in our daily bread is Kenneth Peterson. He'll be analyzing Job 13:3. I want to argue my case with God himself. Amen. Our title today is Restraining Order. Filed a restraining order against God. He claimed God had been particularly unkind to him. He had exhibited a seriously negative attitude. The presiding judge dismissed the suit, saying the man needed help not from the court, but his mental health. A true story, humorous, but also quite sad. But why are we so different? Don't we sometimes say, "Stop, God, please, I've had enough"? Job did. He put God on trial. After enduring unspeakable personal tragedies, Job said, "I want to argue my case with God himself." And images of taking God to court. He even puts forth a restraining order. Withdraw your hand from me and stop frightening me. Job's prosecuting argument wasn't his own innocence, but what he viewed as God's unreasonable harshness. Does it please you to oppress me? Sometimes we feel God is unfair. In truth, the story of Job is complex. God restores Job's physical fortunes in the end, but that isn't always his plan for us. Perhaps we find something of a verdict in Job's final admission. Surely I spoke of things I did not understand, things too wonderful for me to know. The point is, God has reasons we know nothing of, and there's wonderful hope in that. Dear God, sometimes we feel angry about what we endure. Please help us to bring our complaints to you and lay it at your door. Amen. Some questions for us to think about, but I'm going to start before I ask these questions. I'm not in love with these questions, by the way. It's by saying, we do look at a lot of things, especially society today, through self and I. And we need not look at things that way. I know it's terribly difficult. But that's not God's plan, is not through us individually. It's us as a whole. That might help you, might not. Stop looking at what can God do for me and think of it more of what you can do to earn his salvation. It might help you, it might not. Remember, we have free will, and that is why bad things happen to us. That is the best explanation I can give you. I know it's not a terribly good one, and I know you might not love it. But bad things happen, not to bad people, but to all of us. But we have free will. That's what we get in return. Because we have free will, bad things happen to us as people. It sucks, but it's the way it is. Try not to look at things through, it's all about me, and try and look at things as a larger or a bigger picture. It may help you with that. So here's the questions for you to think about. What occasions have prompted you to take God to court? I think life situations, I think we're all pretty human on this one, to almost question God's plan when we're going through really, really crappy events in our lives. So I'm not going to name a specific one because I know we've all had them. Why is it okay for you to ask him tough questions? I'm trying to think of, there's a father of Christianity. His name's on the, not on the top of my head. And he searched through many, many, many religions. He is a historical figure. He searched through many religions trying to find answers to his difficult questions and found nothing until he hit Christianity. It doesn't necessarily answer the question, by the way. Once he hit Christianity, it answered some of his questions. but not all of them. And God never said, don't question me. He never said that. So it's good to take your tough questions. It's good to take your easy questions. Take that to God. You're supposed to leave all of your stressors to God. Bring them all to God. Happy Friday, everybody. And remember to be good to one another. Amen.